Hello, my dear students. Good morning. It's a great time to have you on our course, English Grammar 2. Today we have Unit 64. As usual, before we begin our lesson today, I'd like to give you two pieces of advice. The first one is devoted to your health. Since we have been suffering and we are still suffering from coronavirus, I'd like to advise you not to mix with other people, to stay away, to keep social distance, not to use other people's tools or things such as mobiles, cups, glasses, and so on. Try to wash your hands, try to keep it clean, try to stay at home if there is no necessity, if there is no necessity to go outside, and never shake hands, never come near other people, to stay healthy, happy, and comfortable. This advice will help you to do the next thing, which is the object of my second piece of advice, which is your study. You can study hard. Of course, you have to study hard. There is no way. You have to study hard if you want to be a great students, excellent students. You have to do very well, to do your utmost to achieve high marks and great success. This can be done, can be easily done, of course, if you know how to organize your time, how to exploit your time to make the best use of your time. Never delay your homework, and try to study your lessons very carefully. Begin with the rules. Study each rule, try to understand it carefully. Then, if you have any difficulty, you can read the examples. The examples are put and designed to help you understand your rules. Then, after reading the rules, studying the rules, and reading the examples, you can, of course, do the exercises. Each unit ends with a number of exercises. Each exercise begins with directions. Then you can have, of course, as usual, an example. This will help you. Just read directions and study the example very carefully so that you can do the rest of the exercise. Another point which is very important, try to present your homework in a legible way, clean way, clear way, correct way, correctly, completely. Write your full name, your first name and last name at the top of each page of your file so that we can assess it very quickly, and this will help you get high marks. Our unit today is Unit 64, 2 and 4, and so that. So we can have these expressions, and we, try to understand and know the differences between them. We say, for example, I called the restaurant to reserve a table. To reserve here is an infinitive. What do you need to make bread? What do you need to make bread? But we have also to make as an infinitive. We shouted to warn everybody of that danger. We have to infinitive, to warn. This letter is to confirm the decisions we made at our meeting last week. The president has a team of bodyguard to protect him. Yeah, so we have infinitive. These examples we have to preserve, to make, and so on, tells us the purpose of something, why we, or I mean, he or she, somebody does something, has something, needs something, and so on. We say a place to park, a place, the park, to park a car, a bus, and so on, a van, something to eat, some work to do, etc. It's hard to find a place to park in the center of the town, of course, a place where you can park your car. And we have, would you like something to eat? Would you like something that you can eat? Do you have much work to do? Do you have much work that you must do? Sometimes there is a preposition with, on, with, yeah, on or with, etc. after the verb. Is there a chair to sit on? That means a chair that I can sit on. Purpose. I get lonely if there is nobody to talk to. We have here to talk to is purpose. I need something to open this bottle with. We also say money, time, chance, opportunity, every energy, courage, so on, to do something. So we have this example. They gave us money to buy food. Do you have much opportunity to practice your English? I need a few days to think about your proposal. So we have here with time, money, opportunity. Of course, we have, yes, energy and so on, courage, a chance. We have here for something. Yeah, you have money to buy, to do something. Compare 4 and 2. 4 plus noun. Usually 4 is a preposition which can be followed by noun. We stopped for petrol. I had to run for the bus. We can say for somebody to do something. There weren't any chairs for us to sit on, so we sat on the floor. We use for doing to say what something is used for, to, or for. This brush is for washing the dishes, but we do not use so for with we not use for plus ing to say why something or somebody does something. I went into the kitchen to wash, not for washing, because it is a purpose. You can use what for to ask about purpose. What is this switch for? What is the purpose? Why? What is it used for? What did you do that for? I mean, what was your purpose? Why? What caused you to do that? What did you do that? Why did you do that? What for equals what, why. Yes, that's right. So that, we use so that, not to, especially with can, could, and will, would. So we have here She is learning English so that she can study in Canada. So that is followed by clause. We have a clause so that she can study. We have clause, subject and verb and object. Yeah. We have here, we moved to London so that we could see our friends more often. Here after, so that we have, we could see our friends. That is a clause, subject and verb. I hurried so that I wouldn't be late. We have so that followed by, is followed by a clause. I wouldn't, subject and verb. Because I didn't want to be late. All right. You can leave out that. That you can omit, you can delete that. You can delete that, so you can say, I hurried so that I wouldn't be late, or I hurried so I wouldn't be late. So you can use either with that or without that. You are free. That here is optional. Now, I hope that you have understood, you have got the point of this lesson, which is the differences between the infinitive and the gerund. Now we turn to do the exercises. Exercise number one. Exercise number one. We have two boxes. In the box we have A and B, two columns. We have here, I shouted, and of course you can use to. I want to be near a friend. Here I shouted. Right. I shouted. Right. I wanted to find out. We have I shouted. To warn the people of the danger. So I have here, I opened the box. I moved to a new apartment. I couldn't find a knife. I called the police. I called the hotel. I employed an assistant. So we have here, we can say, for example, to be our friends, you can say, here we moved to a new apartment to be near our friends. Right. We have here, I opened the box. I opened the box. Why did you open the box? To see what was in it. Yes. I moved to another new apartment. So, to be near my friends. I couldn't find a knife. A knife can be to chop the onions, to cut the onions. I called the police. To report the accident. I called the hotel. Why did you? I called a hotel to have a new, or to ask if they had any rooms free. All right. I employ an assistant, a helper, to help me with my work. All right. So you can fill in the spaces here. Complete this sentence using to plus a suitable verb. We have an example. The president has a team of bodyguards to protect him. I don't have enough time to do all the things I have to do. I came home by taxi. I didn't have the energy to walk. Would you like something to drink, tea, coffee or tea? Can you give me a bag? Can you give me a bag to put these things on or in? There will be a meeting next week, of course, to discuss the problem or to solve the problem. Do you need a visa to get to the United States? I say, Helen, I saw Helen here at the party, but I didn't have a chance to talk to her. Yes. I need some new clothes. I don't have anything nice to wear. They have passed their exams. They are going to have a party to celebrate. I can't do all this work alone. I need somebody to help me. Why are you so scared? There is nothing to fear. So we have here exercise number 3, put in or 4. We stopped for petrol. We'll need time to make a decision. I went to the dentist for a checkup. He is very old. He needs somebody to take care of him. We have exercise number 4. Make one sentence from 2 using so that. I hurried. I didn't want to be late. I hurried so that I wouldn't be late. We have I wore warm clothes. I didn't want to get cold. We have here I wore warm clothes so that I wouldn't be cold. I gave Mark my phone number so that he can contact me. Oh yes. We spoke very quietly so that nobody can help us, can hear us. Please arrive early so that we would start the meeting on time. We made a list of the things to do so that not to forget anything. Here I slowed down so that the car behind me would be able to overtake me. Now, I think we have come to the end of this lecture. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'd like to thank you very much for joining me on this lecture, and goodbye. See you next lecture.